I honestly think it's bullshit. I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like it because, and I don't got nothing against Devin Haney. It's just for me, um, you he's promoting one of the biggest names in the sport of boxing right now, and that's Gervonta Davis. So
Tank.
why
Yeah,
would
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
exactly.
train his rival? I don't get that. That's some bitch ass nigga shit. And if ain't nobody feeling like that, then fuck them too. But I'm totally on Gervonta's side. I'm siding with him, and that's just what it is, man. I don't think Floyd should be training or giving a guy pointers to be his fighter. That's
Do you think?
dumb.
Do you think? Do you think it's a bit disrespectful of Floyd to do that when he obviously promotes Tank?
Uh, that's very disrespectful, and you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't want to get into it, honestly, but I just think that's a big ass spit in the face. I don't like it. I don't like none of it.
One last thing on it. So, because do you think that him training Haney kind of takes the limelight off Haney because of Floyd being the star that he is? Do you think it kind of draws the light off him?
Um, it honestly, his son's Haney. It's like he's sonning him.
Yeah,
Haney was doing good without Floyd. That's just like me. I already knew I made so much of a big name of myself. I didn't have to get up under him. So, you know, I stayed myself and I'm a household name. So, you know,
yeah,
with him being up under him is only gonna keep him under him.
yeah. For sure, for sure. No, like I kind of agree because I'm a big fan of Floyd. I'm not going to deny that. I'm a big, big fan of Floyd, but I do agree in the sense of it is a bit strange how he would train someone who's potentially going to be a rival down the line to
And
Devin Haney.
I'm not saying that Floyd he got tendencies to, because all great fighters, you know, don't have tendencies to be a good coach, but it's some fighters who can adapt and be good coaches, like a great coach, you know. And I think Floyd can be a good coach, but but what he doing right now that's just some straight bullshit.
As you all heard Adrien Broner on the clip, the way he put it, Mayweather spit on Gervonta Tank Davis' face when he trained Devin Haney. In addition to that, Adrien Broner stated that was a B move by Mayweather, training Devin Haney, which is Gervonta Tank Davis' rivalry and possible future opponent. So according to AB, that's some BS because you training Devin Haney to beat Gervonta. In addition to that, the way AB put it, he basically stated Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the biggest stars in the world. He's under the Mayweather promotion banner. So you abandoned him to train his rivalry, Devin Haney? That don't make any sense. That's a B move, according to AB. You know it ain't about bullshit. It's about billions, so money talk, bullshit walk. That's how AB was talking. So let's put things in perspective and talk objectively. First things first, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decaf/O media, and you know how Akhi do it. Anybody can get it. Even my own broski, my own Akhi on Split Decision. So make sure y'all tune in every Sunday live. Second of all, check out all the videos that I'm going to leave in the comment section below, so I don't have to repeat a lot of points that I already talked about in the past. And let's dive in straight to the business at hand. Now, to start it off proper, from the outside looking in, it do look bad. Matter of fact, it look horrible for Mayweather to be training a future possible opponent of Gervonta Tank Davis, which is Devin Haney. However, if you attach the content to this situation, it's not as bad as it looks. From the inside looking in, Floyd Mayweather is not here to blame. You all have to keep in mind, Floyd Mayweather is not training Devin Haney to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Floyd Mayweather is training Devin Haney to get better as a fighter in order to achieve his dream. Furthermore, Gervonta Tank Davis do come first. That's a fact, since he is his fighter under his promotion. Therefore, it only makes sense for Mayweather to look out after his own fighter, after his own company, after his own pocket. let alone train Devin Haney, who's not signed to him, and he won't make no money training him either unless he becomes his full-time trainer. However, we talking about Money May, ladies and gentlemen. His middle name is Money, literally. He's not training to make some money or get some fame. He's doing it after Roger Mayweather passed away, and obviously, as he put it, he want to pass down the tradition and pass down the knowledge and pass down what he learned for years to other fighters so they could achieve their dreams, aka the Dream Devin Haney. So since that's clarified, let's talk about the real issue, which is the $1 million question. Why Floyd Mayweather wouldn't train his own fighter Gervonta Tank Davis and pass down that knowledge to Gervonta, the fighter under his own promotion, instead of Devin Haney, who's not signed to him? And the answer is pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. Mayweather been trying to do so. The truth is, Gervonta Tank Davis in the past didn't make the right decisions when it came to his career. He been a little bit stubborn, listening to the wrong people, hanging out with the wrong crowd, which affected his career in a way. Mayweather told him on more than one occasion, move to Vegas so you could focus here and train here. You got a great team, you got a great trainer and all the above, you just need to stay focused. Gervonta didn't listen. Instead of taking Floyd Mayweather's advice as gold and applying it, he did exactly the opposite. He did what Mayweather told him not to do. He hanged around with the wrong crowd. He started hanging out with AB. Not saying that AB was the wrong type of crowd, but you are who you hang with. You see AB out here being a rapper, and you being a fighter, you have to live the fighter lifestyle, because a rapper could drink lean and still make a hit track. And the way the music industry works today, you have a better chance of making a hit track being on something than being off something. The point is, as a rapper, you could go through all type of emotions. That's actually going to help you create a fire track. On the other hand, as a fighter, it's the complete opposite. You have to be focused. You have to have that tunnel vision as a fighter. You have to live the fighter lifestyle in order to survive a firefight against the elite level. If you're going to bank on your body being there, you have to take care of your body. That's what Floyd Mayweather did for years, and that's what Mayweather been trying to advise Gervonta Tank Davis. However, it ain't Mayweather's fault. Gervonta Tank Davis being stubborn and choosing to learn the hard way. I remember in the Gamboa fight, a fight that he was moving up 5 pounds, he struggled to make the weight, which was shocking. And then fight night, I made a video on this. Gervonta told his trainer, I don't know what's wrong with my body. So what I'm pretty much saying, it's already catching up to Gervonta, and he's pretty young. So you don't want that to happen on the wrong night. Because when he fought Gamboa, he just fought at his own pace. Gamboa was almost hurt the whole night after the second round, after Gervonta hurt him pretty bad. Gervonta was supposed to finish him on some Mortal Kombat-ish real quick, but because he was not in condition to, he had to fight at the right pace so he don't gas himself out. So my point is, Floyd Mayweather told him to come to Vegas and train. It was Gervonta who said, I do what I want to do. I want to train in my hometown. People love me over here. But you got to do what's best for you. And by doing so, he let Devin Haney finesse him by gaining all the knowledge from Floyd Mayweather instead. How you gonna let Devin Haney finesse you off knowledge that belongs to you is the $1 million question. And if you may ask, how did that happen? Well, while Floyd Mayweather is chasing down Gervonta Tank Davis to give him a tip or two on how to approach the game of boxing that he mastered business-wise, fighting-wise, and all the above, Devin Haney, on the other hand, is knocking on the door, asking Floyd Money Mayweather to give him a tip or two on how to achieve his dream sooner than later. Devin Haney literally gave Mayweather his own version of the speech, I want to be a champion. I want to be great in the sport of boxing more than I want to breathe. I want to be successful more than I want to breathe type of speech. Not with his words, but with his actions. That's what he told Floyd with his actions. So of course Floyd Mayweather couldn't say no. What he's supposed to do? Shut the door on Devin Haney? If we speaking objectively, as far as I know, Mayweather is only trying to help a kid achieve his dream. He's doing the right thing in his book, and he's doing it for free. He's also willing to do the same thing for Gervonta. If Gervonta is willing to do the same thing Devin Haney is doing, you have to put your ego aside, because Devin Haney right now is getting advices that worth gold as we speak, which truthfully, that's what Gervonta Tank Davis should have been doing from day one. Taking advices from Mayweather, business-wise, fighting-wise, and all the above. Is so much knowledge you could gain. One thing I learned growing up, I will take an advice in a heartbeat from a youngin or an OG. As long as it benefit me, I'm all ears. I'm not going to close my ears or shut my ears as soon as somebody younger than me talking to me, because I actually took an advice in my field from an 8 years old that's more intelligent and that benefit me more than people that's actually in my own field. So the point is, you don't know it all. You're never too smart. See, that's the youngin talk when somebody say, I already know it all. I already know that before even listening to the advice. I had to learn that the hard way myself. As a mature person, you will actually listen to the advice, regardless if it's coming from a youngin or an OG in the game. The key is, though, knowing if it's a good advice for you or not. If the person have the best intentions for you or not. So with that being stated, AB, his last point was Devin Haney getting trained by Floyd Mayweather is actually limiting him to grow. He putting a ceiling on his career because he won't be able to surpass Mayweather. That's the wrong mindset to have, because that's one thing that's going to get him to break the gap, because he's actually listening. He's actually taking advice from arguably TBE, a guy that mastered the game. So why wouldn't he listen? That's not going to put a ceiling to his game. Kobe game only improved learning from Michael Jordan. And Devin Haney and Mayweather are basically the Kobe and Michael Jordan of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis could be LeBron as far as I know, but it's up to these fighters to shape up their career. See, Mayweather had the perfect execution for his career, so he's all goody. Now it's up to Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis to shape up their legacy. Devin Haney is doing what he's supposed to do. On the other hand, the $1 million question, is Gervonta Tank Davis doing what he's supposed to do? I'll let y'all answer that. Drop y'all comments below on what AB had to say. Do y'all agree with anything he had to say? Do y'all disagree with anything I had to say? So with that being said, tune in this Sunday on Split Decision. Call in. You know, anybody can get it. Even my own broski, my own Akhi. Subscribe below. If you're trying to get smarter by the minute, if you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't. And listen to these decavs/O media. Shout out to DBN for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is call in to Split Decision. And hopefully one day you will graduate from the Akhi University and become a hardcore. Obviously, Akhi's the past, present, and future pound for pound #1 when it comes to debating. They call me the Mayweather of Split Decision. They call me the Iron Mike of Split Decision for multiple reasons. I'm the most feared. These decavs don't have the cojones to call in and debate Akhi. The $1 million question, scratch that. The $1 billion question, who's going to be the one that's going to put the blemish on Akhi record? Currently standing at 448 debates, 448 KOs, easy work. So call in, tune in. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. This is the Boxing Brotherhood. Peace, and we out of here.